Having worked in hospice for a lot of years, I discovered that grieving children needed a lot more than people thought they did.
What's your favorite part?
Doing projects.
Do you ever talk about your mom?
No.
Do the projects help?
Yeah.
What do we call Willow House? What do you say?
God's house.
And what do we have there?
Pizza.
I think what is most unique about Willow House is it has a singular mission to provide group counseling for people who have lost a loved one.
It was very hard to speak at that time. We mostly listened to the other people and to get a grip on what was going on at Willow House, and eventually as time went on it became easier and easier to speak.
It's just a safe place to be and to experience something that not very many people are openly discussing and talking about. So I think that's what is most unique about Willow House, is that it lets you express that in a really safe environment.
You don't have a skill set that says, oh, your child just died. This is what I know I'm supposed to do. They have no idea what they're supposed to do. But when they come to Willow House, they find out that there are others, and together they talk about what worked for them, what hasn't worked for them, and they support one another.
It's hard to tell the story. You know, it's hard to tell the story, and they have to tell the story to me on the phone, at least in brief, and then in the intake assessment. And that can be really difficult for people who don't talk about it, because that's what we do here. We talk about it. We say the D word.
To be able to talk about Lauren, we never want to forget her or what she brought to our life, the happy times, and, you know, she'll always be a part of us.
What we do at Willow House is provide a place that normalizes their experience. We facilitate that happening. They do that for one another.
Just being alone and drowning in your own misery is probably the most painful way to go through it, and probably the least productive and the slowest recovery.
Oh, it's okay to cry at Willow House. You never have to be sorry to cry at Willow House, right?
It's just a place of comfort to come, and I don't feel alone. I don't feel isolated. I've met such a wonderful group of friends that I see outside of Willow House that, while we've all had children who have passed away, all in various different ways, we still have that common bond.
I think talking about losing someone that we love clarifies our life. You know, it makes us aware in a deeper way than was ever possible of what a gift life is every single day.
First thing that you will discover is you're not alone. And the feelings that you're having, you're not alone.
Huge for kids to no longer feel like they're the only one. I would say that's primarily what we do. That, and by bringing them together in their own community, they're able to continue to support one another outside of the group setting.
I think that you'll find it a more loving and more productive recovery process if you'll join people who have been down this road before.
I never wanted to talk to anyone, but then everyone was nice, and then I started talking about it.
Did it help?
A lot.
You can't come in here and not experience Willow House. It's almost impossible. And that experience is what allows children to find new coping skills and understand they're not alone and be supported.
My wife passed away 3.5 years ago after basically a 3.5-year battle with lung cancer. She was not a smoker, did not live in a house of smokers. I asked her, what am I going to do without you? And even for the kids, I think that they had something similar of, well, what's the point? Why do I care anymore? Now, there's a reason to get up every day and go to work and go to school and to play soccer and to take taekwondo or be in choir or do whatever. And you get that from everybody who's here.
And they get to benefit from that mutual support and know that, you know, in some way, somehow, I'm gonna get through this.